All right, so we're going to take a look at how to divide a polynomial by a binomial using long division. And it also says or synthetic division. So this video is going to do long division. There's going to be a separate video for synthetic division. So it's just two methods to do the same task. All right, so when we're looking at long division, if I want to divide this trinomial, 6x squared plus 7x minus 20, by this binomial, which is 2x plus 5, I set it up just like this. So it looks a lot like a regular division problem. But what I want to do is I want to figure out what do I need to do to make this number out in front, this 2x, how do I make it match the term that's leading at the time? So if I want to turn it into 6x squared, well, first to turn 2 into 6, I need to multiply by 3. And then to turn x into x squared, I'm going to have to multiply by x. So that's where they got 3x. So you do this a piece at a time. So now that I know how to turn this first term into this first term, I multiply. So I get 6x squared right here. And then I also have to multiply 3x by the 5 because that's part of the division that I'm doing. So that's where they have the 15x. And the reason they're saying minus is because you subtract it. That's how long division works. We subtract those pieces. So they applied the negative to both, and then they're kind of adding straight down. So I have 6x squared minus 6x squared, which cancels out, which is what should happen each time. Each one of these steps, you should literally cancel out the one before, or the leading term at that point. So then you have 7x minus 15x, so we get negative 8x, and then the negative 20 just comes down here. So now the leading term is negative 8x. So how do you turn 2x into negative 8x? Well, to turn 2 into negative 8, I'm going to multiply by negative 4, and then it already has an x, so I don't need to multiply by another x. So now negative 4 times the 2x, that's the negative 8x. Negative 4 times 5, that's negative 20. So now our positive 20, sorry. The reason they're also doing positives when it should be negatives in this case is because, again, they're applying that negative because we're going to subtract it all. So it was negative 8x, it was negative 20, but once we subtract, we turn two negatives into a positive, two negatives into a positive. So then these ones actually cancel completely out. And for some reason they didn't have a 0 on the bottom of this one, but the remainder is 0. So when there's nothing left over, it means that it goes in evenly. Just like if you divided, 10 divided by 2 is 5. There's nothing left over, it's just 5. But if I did 5 divided by 2, I would have 2 and then a little bit left over because the answer would be 2.5. It doesn't go in evenly, right? So sometimes we have a remainder and sometimes we don't. So let's actually see this in action just so that you can kind of visually see it going on. So this is what it's going to look like on Alex. It's going to just show you this way. And so you get to write it in your division with your divisor and your dividend. So again, we're just going to take a look at that first piece here, the x, and I'm always trying to turn this into the leading term at the time. So to turn this into 3x squared, the question is, what do we multiply by to get x to 3x squared? So I'm going to multiply by 3x, because 3 times 1 that's in front of here that we don't see is 3, and then x times x is what's going to get me the x squared. So 3x squared times x plus 4, so I'm just showing you over here before I start completing it over here, because I have to do 3x times each one of these pieces. So 3x times x is 3x squared, 3x times 4 is the 12x. So now I can put this 3x up here, and I can write my multiplication for the polynomial there. And then I'm subtracting straight down. So 3x squared minus 3x squared, that cancels out, becomes 0. 18x minus 12x, and I didn't change the signs here. I just remind myself I'm subtracting straight down because it's a division problem. So that's why we have 6 here. We don't add them, we subtract them. And then 29 minus 0 or minus nothing is just 29. So now, what do I multiply x by to get 6x? Well, that one's not too crazy. I just have to multiply by 6 because there's already an x, right? The x is already there. I just need the 6. So I'm going to multiply by 6. So 6 times x is 6x, and 6 times 4 is 24. So now I can add my plus 6 up top here, and then I can put this on here. Remember, it's subtraction. I'm going to subtract these. So 6x minus 6x is 0. 29 minus 24 is 5. So this is an example of a remainder, and the way you write the remainder is 5, which is a remainder, over what you were dividing by, which is x plus 4. So this is a way to write the remainder. Sometimes they'll have a spot for the quotient and the remainder. When it says give your answer should give the quotient and the remainder. So sometimes they'll ask you to put it together like this, and sometimes they'll just ask you to put it separately, which would mean that 3x plus 6 would be the quotient, and the remainder would be the 5 over 4 plus x. Sorry, x plus 4. I said that backwards. All right, so that was long division with a polynomial and a binomial. I hope that helped, and I will see you in the next video.